Resistors are really important in electronics. Every electronic circuit consists of at least one resistor. In this video, let us talk about one of its uses, that is current limiting. Let's get started. Suppose you have a resistor connected in a power supply, for example a battery. Now according to Ohm's law, voltage is equal to current times resistance, and therefore current is equal to voltage divided by resistance. Clearly, in a constant voltage, when you want to increase current in the circuit, resistance must be decreased. And when you want to decrease current in the circuit, in other words, limit current in the circuit, total resistance in the circuit must be increased. You can think of it like this. When you connect a piece of metal directly at the terminal of power supply, current flow will be maximum because the piece of metal has negligible resistance and therefore current flows freely. On the other hand, air has high resistance of electricity, therefore current flow is minimum in air. Thus, at constant voltage, when resistance gets smaller, current flow increases and vice versa. Now, in the previous circuit, if you connect two resistors in series instead of one resistor, resistance in the circuit is increased and therefore current flow in the circuit is decreased. This is called current limiting. Suppose you have an LED of 3 volts. The meaning of 3 volt is that when you connect the LED to a 3 volt power supply, safe current will flow through the LED. Now suppose you have a power source of 9 volts. In this case, if you connect the LED directly to the 9 volt source, too much current will flow through the LED and the LED blows up. Therefore, we need to limit current in the circuit. If we increase resistance in the circuit, we will be able to limit current. Connect a resistor in series with the LED. In this circuit, let the total voltage be V. Voltage across the LED be V1 and the voltage across resistor be V2. Given that V is equal to 9 volts and V2 is equal to 3 volts. Clearly in the circuit, V is equal to V1 plus V2. Rearranging the equation, V2 is equal to V minus V1. Now let us apply Ohm's law in the resistor. V2 is equal to current in the circuit times resistance of the resistor. Therefore, I times R is equal to V minus V1. Put the value of V and V1. Therefore, I times R is equal to 9 minus 3, which is equal to 6. Now, from the specification of the LED, we found that LED draws 40 milliamps or 0.04 amps. Therefore, put the value of I in the equation. 0.04 times R is equal to 6, which implies R is equal to 6 divided by 0.04, and the final value of resistance is 150 ohms. This is how you can calculate the resistance. After connecting resistor, the LED glows perfectly. In the previous example, voltage across the resistor was 6 volts and total current was 0.04 amps. Therefore, power of the resistor in the circuit is voltage times current flow, which implies power is equal to 6 times 0.04 and therefore power is equal to 0.24 watts. A typical resistor can handle power up to quarter watts. Therefore, it can easily handle 0.24 watts in the previous circuit. but power above quarter watts may destroy the resistor. As an example, if you want to use 3-volt LED in a 50-volt power supply, for this power of the resistor will be 47 times 0.04, which equals 1.9 watts. But the resistor can handle only quarter watts. In this case, the resistor heats up and gets damaged. In such situations, you need to use high power resistors, something like this, that can handle lot more power than what typical resistors can.